Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're digging into something brand new from the Gundam universe.
Yeah, we've got the details on the HG 1144 Red Gundam GQ. This is from the new series Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuX.
Right, and our mission today is basically to give you the lowdown, the key stuff we know about this kid and the suit itself.
Exactly. It's more than just plastic. There's some potentially really cool lore attached here. We'll try and connect those dots for you.
Okay, let's start with the kit. It's a High Grade 1144 scale. So what does that usually mean for builders?
Well, HG means you get that nice balance, right? Good detail, decent articulation for posing, and usually they're pretty affordable.
And size-wise, about 12.5 centimeters tall when built.
Yeah, roughly. And this one's slated for May 2025. Price point is 2,500 yen. That's before tax.
And it's a regular release, not one of those limited ones you have to fight for.
Thankfully, no. Regular retail, so you should be able to grab it without too much hassle. The kit itself is designed to look just like the suit from the new show.
And the look is primarily red, I take it.
Oh, yeah. Very red. Especially the head and the torso sections. It's got a very modern feel. Lots of sharp angles.
Cool. And what about features? Like the shield?
The shield's pretty versatile. You get joint parts included, so you can mount it on the arm like usual, or stick it on the backpack. Gives you options.
Okay, options are good. And it comes with bits. What's the deal with those?
Yes, 2 bits. They're remote weapons. The kit comes with special joints to attach them to the main body, the fuselage.
So that reflects how they work in the show.
Exactly. It ties directly into the mobile suit's tech, specifically an alpha-type Psycommu System. These bits are mentally controlled.
Alpha-type Psycommu. That sounds familiar, but maybe a bit different. Controlling bits remotely is classic Gundam tech in some ways.
It is, but we'll get into the specifics of the system later. It's interesting.
Right. How about colors out of the box? Do you need a lot of paint?
The eyes are actually molded in color, which is a nice touch. Saves you some trouble there.
Yeah, nice.
But for smaller bits, like the orange on the hands or some yellow details on the weapons or the bits themselves, you'll be using the included stickers.
Okay, so pretty standard for an HG kit then. Keeps it accessible.
Exactly.
So if I grab this box in May 2025, what am I getting besides the main suit parts?
You get a good loadout. There's the beam rifle, 2 beam sabers. You get the pink beam effect parts for those too.
Classic.
Yep. And the Gundam hammer comes with a chain. Plus the shield we mentioned, the 2 bits, the joints for the bits, a set of different hand parts for posing.
Interchangeable hands? Cool.
Yeah, for holding weapons or open poses. And of course, the sticker sheet. It's a solid package.
Okay, so let's shift from the plastic to the actual machine. This is the GMS Red Gundam, and the pilot is Shuji Ito in Gundam GQuuuuuX.
Right, and this is where the backstory starts getting, well, really intriguing.
How so?
The sources describe it as an evolution of the original RX-78-02 Gundam, the iconic white one. But, and this is big but, there's a suggested link to Zeon, and maybe even to Char Azabal himself.
Wait, an RX-78 evolution linked to Zeon?
Yeah.
And Char? How does that work, given, the history?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The red color scheme is definitely a hint, not just a random choice, it seems. It points towards that potential lineage.
Wow. Okay. And you mentioned the Psycommu System earlier, the alpha type.
Mm-hmm.
Is there more to that?
Yes. It's specifically called out as being less refined than other Psycommu systems we've seen across the Gundam timelines.
Less refined. What does that imply? Like, technically? Or for the pilot?
It could mean both, really. But the potential implication is that it might place significant mental strain on the pilot, Shuji Ito. Maybe it's unstable or harder to control effectively.
That sounds dangerous. Adds a layer of risk just to pilot the thing.
Definitely seems that way.
So besides the bits, what other weapons does this Red Gundam carry in the show? Does it match the kit?
Pretty much matches, yeah. You've got head Vulcans, the beam sabers, that high-power beam rifle, the shield, and the Gundam hammer. Standard Gundam armaments, but effective.
And its role in the series. It's involved in something called clan battles.
That's right. These are apparently illegal mobile suit duels. So this suit is likely a key player in some underground high-stakes conflicts.
Illegal duels, a potentially unstable Psycommu, this weird RX-78 Zeon heritage.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. And wasn't there something else? A historical angle.
Yeah, another fascinating tidbit. There's lore mention that suggests the original Red Gundam, maybe a precursor, maybe something else entirely, and Char Azabal himself vanished during something called the Zekanova incident.
When was that?
During the 1-Year War, specifically the Second Battle of Solomon. So this disappearance from way back then adds this layer of historical mystery onto the Red Gundam that Shuji Ito is piloting now. Is it connected? How?
Now that's deep. Okay, so bringing this back to you, the listener, why should you be interested in this kit, this suit?
Well, first off, it's your chance to build a piece of the brand new Gundam GQuuuuuX story. But more than that, it's a machine that seems plugged into some really core Gundam mysteries.
That whole Charzian connection, the Psycommu System, the Ziknova incident.
Exactly. These aren't just design points. They feel like major story hooks. And you get to, like, hold that potential in your hands with the model kit.
And being a high-grade kit makes it pretty accessible, right? Whether you're a long-time builder or just getting started because this new series caught your eye.
Absolutely. It's a great entry point or addition to a collection, representing a suit with potentially massive lore implications.
You know, if you enjoy us digging into these details, pulling info from the latest sources on new releases and their backstories, definitely think about subscribing. That way you won't miss our future deep dives.
Yeah, we try to connect the dots as new stuff comes out.
So wrapping up on the HG Red Gundam GQ, what's the takeaway?
You're getting a visually striking kit of a key mobile suit from a new series, but one that's also layered with potential connections to Gundam history, iconic figures, and some deep, unresolved mysteries.
And that detail about the less refined alpha-type Psycommu, it really sticks with you, doesn't it?
It really does. It makes you wonder, what are the actual consequences going to be for Shuji Ito piloting this thing? What does less refined truly mean in practice when the fighting starts in GQuuuuuX?
Something to think about while we wait for May 2025 and the series itself. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.